Good morning, everyone. Today we're going to talk about specific gravity of liquids and solids. First, let's start with the density. Density is the ratio of mass to volume, which would give us the formula of density is equivalent to mass over volume and would give us an answer of grams over milliliters. For example, what is the density of an object with a mass of 34 grams in 13 centimeter cube? So density is equivalent to mass over volume, which would give us an answer of 2.62 grams over centimeter cube. Now let's move on to the specific gravity. So, specific gravity is the ratio of the density to the density of water, which would give us a formula of specific gravity is equivalent to the density of a substance over the density of the water or any other liquid used. For example, what is the specific gravity of a substance with a density of 2.62 grams over centimeter cube? Specific gravity is the density of the substance over the density of the liquid, which would give us an answer of 2.62. Note that all the units will be cancelled out, for specific gravity has no units. Now, let's have an experiment. For this experiment, we're going to use the following apparatus: sample liquids, piconometer, sample solids, micrometer caliper, and an electronic weighing scale. These are the following procedures that we must follow in performing this experiment. Now, let's find the density of these liquids. The mass of the water is equivalent to 48.7 grams. The mass of brine is equivalent to 50.2 grams. The mass of the alcohol is equivalent to 39.9 grams. The mass of the oil is equivalent to 44.9 grams. Given those following measurements, we must be able to find the following: mass, volume, density, specific gravity, experimental and theoretical, percentage error of the liquid samples. Given the formula that we learned earlier, we must be able to derive with these answers. Now let's proceed to the density of the solids. The mass of the copper cylinder is equivalent to 52.7 grams. The mass of the steel sphere is equivalent to 15.8 grams. The mass of the aluminum cube is equivalent to 18.8 grams. The diameter of the cylinder is 20 millimeters and length and 2.2 millimeters. The diameter of the sphere is 16.6 millimeters. And the length of the cube is 20.05 millimeters. Given those following measurements, we must be able to find the mass, volume, density, specific gravity, both experimental and theoretical, percentage error of the solid samples. And given the following formula that we learned earlier, we should be able to derive with these following answers. That would be all. Thank you for listening and hope you learned something today. Thank you. Goodbye.